situations with 2.9 seconds. You know, one thing says you make them both. Second one is make the first, miss the second. Can they get it down the court in 3 seconds? So many variables.
Well, and the biggest thing is it's high school basketball, not the NBA. So a miss or a make here, if you call a timeout, you can't advance the ball up to midcourt. Now what you can do is you can try to get it in past half court, then get a timeout. Seen team, and 3 seconds is a lot of time.
Yes.
But if you have to expect 2 misses here, or 2 makes, I guess you say, but be ready for 2 misses.
Right.
Don't want to do something stupid and turn the ball over for an open basket at the buzzer, but I'm sure Doug Miller is playing out a couple different scenarios here, whether he takes the timeout or not after these 2 shots.
Yeah, he's been around the world, so he knows what's going on. So he's still pleading his call. He went straight up
with that Hampson foul that has put us in that spot. But I'll tell you what, 2 tough shots here for Crank, and they're icing them.
They are, no question.
Crank, who has scored 8 points this afternoon, I thought he's played really well defensively. But he wanted that shot. You saw Andy on the far side with the isolation. He wanted the basketball, but Crank took it, drew the foul.
And I'm sure that was part of it. Take it to the hole. You know, if you get a shot, good. If you don't, you may get foul. So Crank to shoot 2. First one, automatic. Call those 2 timeouts, try and ice the shooter, but here is Crank. He is a senior. He's been around the block.
Now do you miss on purpose?
No, you go for it. Harrisburg doesn't have anybody on the line. And he hit them both. And we get another timeout charge to Hamilton County. So I don't know, that may have been his last timeout. It'll be a full timeout. We'll take 30 seconds and be right back.
It's no accident that more and more people trust Hale Body Shop when they need collision repair.
David and the gang at Hale Body Shop work hard to get your car back to you as soon as possible.
They understand how busy you are.
They also understand that sometimes life happens.
And if you find yourself in an accident,
remember, when it does, there's only one place to go.
Hale Body Shop in Carmi, way out there on Possum Road.
Hamilton County 45, and wow. You know, one of the things, of course, the new clocks, they show the tenths of a second. The old clocks would just show 2 minutes, so coaches are wondering, 2 minutes, 3 minutes, and that 8/10 of a second makes a big difference.
Yeah, you're exactly right, and that's almost enough time for a full dribble or a full shot. But the big question is, Roger, does Doug Miller have any timeouts left? Because if he doesn't, then you're looking at catching this inbounds pass, maybe making one pass, but you're trying to put up a shot. But if you got a timeout, you can go a baseball pass in front of the bench and get a timeout off for enough to drop a catch and shoot. But we'll see what the Foxes go to here, down by 2.
Harrisburg drops back. This is one of those situations where the coach will say, Fehrenbacher would say, don't let him throw it over your head. So now the chess match begins as Harrisburg wants a timeout. And, you know, you see this in a situation, a team will come out and set up their offensive set like Harrisburg did. And Coach Fehrenbacher says, all right, they set up this way. This is how we're going to defense it. And then what happens? The coach comes out and sets up another offensive set. And you're going to have to adjust again. But 2 veteran coaches here. And they're pulling all the strings. It kind of surprised me, Abe Neal throwing it in. Abe Neal's probably your best 3-point shooter, I would think. But
And with 3 seconds, you've got time to get a decent look.
Oh, yeah.
You don't have to put up a 3/4 court shot here or a full court shot. You can get this ball inside half court and at least give yourself a chance.
Right.
I know Bryce Northcott, he's not here in the gym right now, I don't think, or he could possibly shoot it. But you're in a tough spot here. We've seen it happen before here in Duff Kingston. But lots of opportunities, lots of options here as far as what you want to do if you're Hamilton County.
I think Northcott broke a lot of hearts, didn't he, a few years ago?
Made a lot of guys happy, though, like myself.
Oh, my, yes. Now, when? How long ago was that been?
That was 2017, 5 years.
5 years. A day that shall live in infamy.
Absolutely.
Oh. So here we go again as Abe Neal will inbound it, and Harrisburg puts pretty well all 5 on the defensive end. Hanson going to take the last shot. Here we will see. They're going to throw long. Caught by Carson. Fires it over to Pike, and it's short, and tipped in.
The clock never ran, Roger. They never started the clock.
Pike airballed a three, and right there was Caleb Carson, put it in. The clock didn't start.
They never started the clock.
Oh my.
Wow.
Holy cow, what a way. And this game is not over. The officials are counting. And it was the out official. It is his call. And they are conferring at center court.
Now, what do you do in this situation? I mean, that's a scorekeeper's error.
Yes. Hamilton County fans are saying it is good. Jeff Fehrenbacher talking to Eric Brannock. Eric Brannock and Chuck Hughes. They are the two retired officials that are in charge of, and really there's not a whole lot you can do. The basket counts,
wow.
And we are going into overtime. Holy moly.
I'll tell you what, Harrisburg just,
wow.
I don't want to say cheated, but man, that's a tough break for Harrisburg, because I was looking at the clock. When Pike caught that, there was still 2.8 on the clock. So there's no doubt if the clock runs as normal, the shot from Pike would have expired time. But was it Richards who got the offensive rebound? Who scored that? Was it Richards?
Caleb Carson.
Carson who scored the basket, but man, yeah, Harrisburg.
Wow.
if they go on to lose this game,
wow,
will not be good.
What a way to start the 58th annual Eldorado tournament.
Well, that's what we expected. We knew this first game this morning was going to be an exciting one, and it has been everything we expected.
Wow. Holy moly. But Hamilton County is going to have to do it without Wyatt Hampson, who has fouled out. Eli Hansen, another one of their starters, has 4. Nate Lawrence for Harrisburg has 4. Both teams are in the 1-1. Well, Hamilton County's committed 9 fouls, so the first foul by them will be an automatic 2 free throws. So I wasn't watching the clock, but I was watching everything transpired, and I thought, man, that is a long 3 seconds. But your eagle eye picked it up. Very good, my friend.
Do want to let fans know at home that we're watching. We had some technical issues, but we have started a new stream. So if you go back and look up WRUL Sports on YouTube, you'll find the game, and you can even rewind and watch what we've been talking about in the past 2 minutes. A crazy end to regulation.
47-47, we are in overtime. And the ball is controlled by Harrisburg in the backcourt, so they'll get a chance to draw first blood. Crank picked up by Hansen, who is playing with 4 personals. Here is Lawrence for Harrisburg. He's playing with 4. Now Unthank, top of the key, Crank. Fox is open up in a straight man defense. Keep an eye on Andy, who's going to spin move, put up a shot in traffic, won't go, rebound up and in. We're going to get a foul. That's going to be on Wyatt Richards. He has a good strong rebound there by Nate Lawrence. So Richards picks up his first. That is the 10th foul, so it's going to be 2 free throws now on for Harrisburg. Nate Lawrence, who is 2 for 2. That one's short.
Harrisburg now in the double bonus.
So Lawrence will have 1 more. Boy, what a way to start this game, start this tournament. Second one, he hit that one. Now we're on odd and even. That's what's always scary. 48-47, Harrisburg by 1. If you just joined us, we were in overtime as Hamilton County scored at the buzzer. Here is Trenton Pike. He's going to try and drive the left side, put it up in traffic, put it up short, and he will clear for Harrisburg. Quickly down on the offensive end. Here is Downey with it, top of the key, giving directions. They come with it to Crank, high on the left side, trying to run Andy through. Pike staying right with him. Unthank, there flashes Lawrence. Here is Andy, goes to the free throw line. Good weak side help from Richards. Crank will bring it back out, and they'll reload the gun. Downey with it on the left side. Now Lawrence. Harrisburg with a 1-point lead in overtime, 2:57 left. Here is Andy from downtown. What a clutch basket by Cameron Andy.
What a clutch second half by Andy.
Wow.
He's got 19 points, all of which have come in the second half, and a big 4-0 start to the overtime period by Harrisburg.
51-47. Trying to run a clear out for Pike. Andy cuts it off. Now Hansen. He's going to drive. Leave it for Pike. Fakes the 3. Drives in traffic and it's blocked. Rebound by Caleb Carson. Carson sticks in the errant shot. It's 51-49. Harrisburg by 2. Quickly in the front court is Crank. All alone underneath. Shot put up No good, will not drop, and the rebound stepped out of bounds, and they say belongs to Harrisburg. 2:16 left, 51-49. Harrisburg with the basketball under their own goal and nursing a 2-point lead. Throw the lob into Lawrence. Gives it back out to Crank in the jump circle. 2:12 to go, 51-49. Harrisburg by a bucket. Almost knocked away by Hanson. They find Unthank wide open and up and in.
With Wyatt Hampson out of the game, Hamilton County not much size to compare with the 6'3" Unthank, back to a 4-point Harrisburg lead.
Biggest player is Carson at 6'3", and he was screened out. Harrisburg by 3, 53-49. Neal, top of the key, and we're going to get a foul on Miles Crank as he about tore Eli Hanson's arm off. Crank picks up his second.
Yeah, Crank went for the steal there and just missed it. He was a hair late.
Eli Hanson, 1 of 2. They pretty well shut him down. He had 8 in the first quarter, has only managed 1 field goal since.
And the fouls carry over from the fourth quarter as well,
Yep.
so free throws for both teams.
1-1 for Hanson. Takes his time, eyes it, flies it, and buys it. That cuts it to 53-50. Abe Neal looks at Pike, holds up both fists. I say that's going to be a full court press. So many coaches use that, a double fist. Second free throw by Hanson. Lets it go, got him. 53-51.
You'd be right, Roger.
Pressure in the backcourt. Here is Unthank, gets it up to Ryder. Ryder, one dribble, looking for somebody, and gives it to Andy. Watch out, almost trapped. Oh, good move to get rid of it. Crank down in the corner. Here is Lawrence. 1:25 to go, 53-51. Harrisburg with 2 and a basketball. Andy on the far side, he's going to drive to the hole, takes it up in, and we're going to get, a blocking foul is going to be called on Wyatt Richards. Doug Miller pleading his case, and they thought Richards was set.
It sure looked like from up here that Richards was there. I mean, he was waiting a good second and a half on Andy to drive in.
Well, I thought so too.
I thought he was in place there.
Andy hits the first free throw.
It's a 2-shot foul. Not that it matters now.
Andy is 5 of 5 from the line.
And a big one here.
Second free throw is on his way. That one's short. Carson will clear. 3-point lead for Harrisburg, 54-51, 1:10 left here in the overtime. Hanson up on the left side here, gives to Pike. They're trying to get everybody set up. They're going to go to a 1-4 set, gives to Neal. Down in the corner, Hanson. Back out to Neal, skip it across, Pike. He's going to jack a 3, back of the iron, rebound tipped up. Pulled down by Hanson, outside to Neal. Neal on a drive, puts up a shot in traffic. That won't go. Rebound to Ryder, and we're going to get a slapping foul. Ooh, Hanson or Pike. They were both right there. Kind of a couple of bad shots. 5. That's going to be on Eli Hanson. He's gone.
It was actually on Pike.
He held up. Yep, my bad.
So Pike's second, but Hamilton County got a good look from beyond the arc from Pike, and then Neal trying to draw the foul on the jump shot.
Ryder first trip at the line, wallers around and falls through. Boy, free throws are going to, Harrisburg has shot a bunch here in this fourth quarter in overtime. 55-51. Second free throw with 45 seconds to go is good. Harrisburg by 5. This is their largest lead of the ball game. Downey comes back in, 44.9 seconds. Harrisburg 56, Hamilton County 51. And here comes Hanson. 2-possession game. He's going to drive and he's going to take it all the way, put up a runner. That won't go. Rebound tipped around. Loose ball on the floor, picked up by Harrisburg. And right away he is fouled by Wyatt Richards.
And Harrisburg has got the rebounds in this overtime period. They've made their free throws. And debate if we should even be in overtime or not. Harrisburg did a really good job here in the final 9 or so minutes, going back to the fourth quarter, of just taking care of things, and they're going to pull off and get this win.
Andy gets the first free throw to go.
They made a bunch of free throws in this second half.
You know, Harrisburg only scored 8 points in the first quarter. They've scored 10 here make it 11. And that may be pick up the songbooks because Church is about out. 7-point lead Harrisburg, 3-possession game. They're going to have to hurry. 28 seconds. Look for somebody to jack up a three. Here is Pike trying to back his way in, puts up a shot, and he's fouled. Cameron Andy will pick up the personal. So Andy picked up 2 quick fouls there in the opening quarter, set out most of the half. That's his first foul since. So Pike will go to the line and shoot 2. He has not been to the line yet.
And Harrisburg was really needing Cameron Andy to step things up after that first half. That's what he did, and it's been a big part of this game.
Pike's first one goes.
22 points for Cameron Andy today.
For a half.
Yeah, really, yeah.
Really.
In 2.5 quarters, basically.
Second free throw by Pike. Short. Rebound tipped out. Run down by Downey. Quickly ahead to Crank. 13 seconds. Looks like Harrisburg is going to advance. Foul by Carson. It's all academic from right now. Not a matter of who, but a matter of how much. 58-52. Harrisburg by 6. And Miles Crank will go to the line to shoot 2.
And it was the foul against Wyatt Hampson that led to the 2 Crank free throws at the end of regulation, as the first one's good, but no Hampson in overtime, and then that made the difference.
59-52. And I'm sure no foul, guys. We're not going to foul. The game is over as he hit them both. That makes it 60-52. Harrisburg putting soft pressure in the backcourt. Eli Hansen trying to get it up. Gives it in a corner to Richards. You need to do something. Richards said, I'll shoot a 3. And that's the way this one is going to end. Your final 60-52 as Harrisburg advances. And Hamilton County will come back and play at 10 o'clock tonight. We'll take a short break, be back and wrap this up.
Mom is so happy at Wabash Christian Supportive Living. She enjoys herself, loves the food, and I've seen a positive change in her health.
Hi, this is Kathleen Garner, Residential Service Director for Wabash Christian Supported Living. And if your mom is still independent but missing out on socialization, isn't eating properly, struggles to maintain her household, or just needs daily support, Wabash Christian Supported Living is perfect. Wabash Christian Supported Living even offers on-site therapy. As a faith-based organization, you'll both feel confident our actions and conduct reflect your standards. Learn more by calling 382-2900.
When it comes to income tax planning and preparation, experience counts. Experience to know all the deductions that you can take. Experience and knowledge to keep up with the ever-changing tax laws, rules, and regulations. Hi, I'm Keith Butch, and owner of Butch & Associates CPAs in Carmi. For 42 years, I've helped people just like yourself for your tax, auditing, and accounting needs. Stop in today at Butch & Associates on Main Street in Carmi. Call 382-4151 or visit butch.com. That's BOTSCH.com.
County falls in overtime 60-52 to the Harrisburg Bulldogs. Let's look at the scoring. First of all, for Harrisburg, they were paced by Cameron Andy, who had 22. He got it all in the second half in the overtime. 10 points from Miles Crank, 12 points from Andrew Unthank. Nate Lawrence with 8, 4 from Russ Ryder, and 2 from Adrian Mann and Owen Rand. For the Hamilton County Foxes, paced by 2 kids that fouled out. Wyatt Hampson was 16. Eli Hansen had 12, 9 from Trenton Pike, Abe Neal with 5, and then 4 each from Wyatt Richards, Caleb Carson, and Jack Zellers.
Well, Roger, I'll be honest with you. I was kind of lackadaisical there during the break. I didn't do much math, but I'll tell you the important math and important stats from that second half. Harrisburg, 16 of 20 from the free throw line. And Hamilton County, in the second half, they went, 5 for 8. So not the fact that they missed free throws, but Harrisburg just got to the line. Hamilton County got a couple of guys in foul trouble early in that second half, and that's the difference in the game. When you win by 8 and you make 16 free throws in the second half, that's a big difference.
I just did some quick math. Harrisburg, well, you said 16 of 20, and Hamilton County went 10 of 20.
10 of 20 there.
So, all right, that concludes this ball game. We'll take a break and come right back with Heron and